think we've waited long enough. Let me turn down the volume on my lo-fi here. Hey everybody. Hey, how's it going? I'm a little on the lightheaded side right now. I have been fighting allergies today despite all of my fun rituals to keep them under control. Ugh, I'm not trying to yawn at people. I'm just just trying to keep my head straight. So anyway, oh great. I changed my bitrate twice today, and I can't figure out what it is that I'm doing that is making YouTube very upset and Twitch is very upset. It didn't make any damn difference. So anyway, welcome. My name is Wind Sea Blue, and this is me doing an art night. I'm a musician and an artist out of Seattle, and if you are in Seattle, I am from the Seattle metropolitan area. And if you are a purist, a Seattle purist, I'm from Bothell, which is a very nice place to live. I promise. Okay, so let's get a little bit of what I'm going to be doing today. This Inktober has been all about creating a zine, and my zine has been all about yawning. I really shouldn't be yawning on the thing. It has been about the last 6 months of my life and some of the struggles that I've gone through. And at the end of the month, I plan on having a zine available either for download or to just send to you if paper is too difficult to cut and fold. Some people, they just, origami is just not their thing, y'all, and I totally get that. And doing a zine, that's like digital gymnastics. And I don't mean the calculator kind of digital. I mean the kind that are on the ends of your hands. So let's take a quick look and see what Freddie is doing. I'm hoping that she's in her bed. Come on. There she is. Little Miss White Worm Fruit Bat thing. What a sweetie. Oh, yeah, I'm better off just being a little tiny thing right here. So I'm gonna grab a piece of 8.5 by 14 paper, and I'll show you what I mean by digital gymnastics. Alright, now I did this for my Christmas cards last year, and I had a couple of people go, wow, that was really clever. I'm really kind of upset with myself for unfolding it and not being able to put it back together. So I'll give you a quick tutorial. You can also do this with 8.5 by 11 paper, which is what most people have. But I have I like more surface for my illustrations. I just like more surface. Okay, so we are folding this in half, like you do. And then you fold it in half again. And it doesn't really matter how you fold it in half the second time. You don't have to do it like this. I do this because it just it allows me to have a better visual of where the folds are going to be. Okay, so I've got 4 columns here. Ta-da. And now we're going to fold it again, but we're going to fold it the long way. Make sure you line it up or it's not going to sit together properly. So see what we have here. We have eight chambers to put art in. Now here comes the fun part. And if anything, I'm going to tell you not to worry about screwing this part up because it's just not possible to not screw it up just a little. But you still get the same outcome. So I'm taking this, I've folded it up, and I'm following this fold right here. Okay, so now I have a big old hole right in the middle of my paper. Now let me see what I can do about making my camera sit up a little higher so you can actually see everything that I'm doing. All right, here we go. So you have your 4 chambers, you have your hole in the middle. We're going to fold it in half. And do you see how that looks? We're going to push that baby together. You're going to have yourself a little X, and you're going to fold it, and you have a book. It's not a perfect book. It's not supposed to be. It's a zine. Only rich kids make zines with staples in them. So there you have it. Fold it into quarters and then into eighths. Cut right down the middle. And there you go. Now you can write an art book or a doodle, or I'm sure you can find yourself some really cute envelopes. Maybe write a letter with some doodles in it. Tell a story about a banana. Put little compositions in there. Maybe some pencil drawings about flowers. But there you go. There's 1. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A nice little zine you got there. And of course, if you want to do something different, like maybe this into quarters and then staple it, please be my guest. But this is by far the easiest. It just takes a piece of paper, some folding skills, and some scissors, I guess. So let's take this back down so we can see what Win is doing. Oh, hey AJ, how's it going? Yes, this is fire. You want to make a zine of your own, right? Totally make a zine of your own. I might just have my better half go get me some caffeine, because I kinda need it at the moment. Kinda need it at the moment. Oh yeah. You picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know if my voice is loud enough. Let me know if it's not being overpowered by the lo-fi. I usually just kind of take it easy. Now, I'm going to clean up these two. Oh, good. Good. Thank you, AJ. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up these. This is the rough sketch that I did on my Wednesday stream. And I kind of want these to be cleaner, just to get a good idea of whatever. And I'm going to try and make it a little light and sparse so that I can scan it, and then I will try to ink it on the paper. But I'll scan it first, just in case. Aw, thank you for the hug. I don't get hugs like that on YouTube because I haven't set up any commands. I don't even know if they'll work. Okay. First things first, though. I seriously need to get some caffeine in me, or I'm going to be yawning through the entire stream, and I don't want that. Okay, there we go. Let's pull out all my pencils and see what we got. Might have to adjust some light too, because I really need the extra light. There we go. Oh, now I have a buzz in my headphones. Not good. Stuff going on in the background that just is great. To which I say, it's your own damn fault. You know what I mean? You ever encountered people that it's just their own fault? Oh, hang on. Don't mess up. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go get my caffeine. I'm sure you saw that handoff. It only seemed clandestine. I still have yesterday's can right here. This has the equivalent of 1 cup of tea. So rather than get myself all hyped up on something, I'm just using this. I am not a paid sponsor. Relentless energy drink. You know, I just get hostile if I have too much caffeine. Good stuff. It's pomegranate blueberry, which is a flavor I don't always get. Hyped up. Whoop, whoop. I'm going to change the color of this light. Oh, there we go. 100 different things to do just to physically sit down and draw. That is the sexiest thing I'll do in my stream. Just blow my nose. Alright. Totally hyped. Alright, so this is a complaint of mine from the beginning of time. And that is weird noises coming from another human being. Alright. Let's just lighten up a few things. There's a buzz. Well, oh, my lo-fi went. We'll get it back. Well, in stateside, the thing we call rubber is, well, the thing we call rubber is actually the word we use for condom. Yeah. And I know in other parts of the world, they they use the word rubber to use, what is it, to say wellies or rain boots. Put on your rubbers. It's wet out. never even made the connection until high school. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, quite honestly. Now I wonder if Irene made any progress on her painting. You know, I always like to see people get inspired to make things. And I love seeing people get inspired to explore the possibilities of a medium or expression. I mean, making art, making music, whatever it is that you do, there's a bit of fearlessness that is a part of it. You know, you can't be afraid to make mistakes. You can't be afraid to have somebody not like what you've done. I'm going to change layouts here because this angle might not be enough. Yeah, there we go. This kneaded eraser right here, I usually use it for things like heavy leaded drawings, things with some really dark, soft pencils, or something that would create a dust, charcoals, Conte crayons. Excuse me. But right now it's just taking some of the wind out of what I've already drawn, since I have kind of made it dark in places that doesn't need to be dark while I'm, what's the word I'm looking for? While I'm building on this. When you use a regular eraser or a rubber, like my overseas friend in the chat, you can smear stuff, and I don't want to smear stuff. So, AJ, if you're hanging out with me, Santo the Legend turned out to be a really fun stream. And I think he was streaming for probably 8 hours, maybe longer. I put myself on lurk and I went and I ate dinner and I watched some of the. Oh, we're taking an ad break. Darn it. All right, well, anyway. That's some of the funniest stuff I think I've seen in a long time. Never underestimate the power of bringing your spouse into a stream or letting them comment. Oh, he was a hoot. That's something I'd say if I was my mother. A Dutch DJ on here averages 12 hours. There's plenty of 24-hour streams. Wow, yeah. I did a 4-hour stream last Saturday, and I was just beat up. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to drink. I just wanted to be left alone. So I can't imagine, especially since he was working on this really great painting. And he was saying, this painting has totally vexed me. And he was sitting there doing the thing, and he would paint, and his live stream chat was like made him look away from his painting. And he took us on a tour of his little studio real quick, which is really nice. I love that. But I kept wanting him to just, it was mostly, I'd have to say, it was mostly done. The painting was mostly done, so it wasn't like he was not making any progress. It was just more of a, I thought this painting vexed you, man. I want to see you do more painting. But you know what? What he offered, in addition to the painting, made it kind of worth the wait. I've seen some really cool people on this platform, but none of them have ever really made me laugh out loud. Maybe I'm just drawn to that kind of personality of people who are just very, you know what, it's either all good or it's all bad. You just got to go with the flow. And I need more people like that in my life. Even if they are on a stream and they've never seen my face before. I'm hearing this noise out here, and then I realized, oh right, it's Thursday. It's garbage day. And my office window is right next to the spot where all the garbages get thrown past. Gotta put out the bins, you know? One of my real friends, like in real life, I got plenty of real life internet friends, but someone I know in the real world, she will come to my stream. And if she can't stay awake through the whole thing, she'll text me and apologize. And I say, you know what? That means I'm doing my job. Art streams are just something that keep you company. And if you feel like sketching, if you feel like drawing along with me, join me. You know? I do have a Discord that I'm trying to build. And you know what? I really would love it. If more people would join it and share their art with me. Discord. Now, if that link doesn't work, you'll have to let me know. There's not a lot there now because I'm not 100% on how I would run a Discord. But I definitely want to see more people's art and maybe even build a little place where people can I can share that kind of stuff, share it with the few followers that I have. I'm always trying to get more people to come by and just hang out with me. Just whether it's here or YouTube or, well, I don't have any other live streams. I just have this one. But you know, I'm happy to hang out in other people's communities and just be part of that. But I want my own, you know? I want to be able to say, hey, this is amazing. Maybe answer questions from people just getting their stuff together. Even if I don't become this, I don't know, historical figure in the world of art and comics, that ship has sailed. I still want to be able to, you know, maybe be a couple of steps towards helping somebody else get there. think I'm going to move this figure so that they are a little more this way and a little more identifiable. You still get the feel that they're moving, but you don't see half of them. It's not a half-baked figure. Goodness. I think maybe he should be a little smaller, maybe. See, if this was Procreate, I could just select it and move it. But I don't want to use Procreate today. Plus, if he's in the background, I definitely want him a little smaller. There's our Fred. Yeah, she's being so cute. Is it time for a Fred break? A real quick Fred break. Freddie is 9 years old. Hey Fred, move so we can focus. There we go. I left the house at probably 12:30 today, and I came back at 4:30. Poor little buddy. I should have come home earlier, but I needed to go to the grocery. And I ran out of sunlight to walk her, which pretty much means that I get to walk her after the stream, after the sun goes down. Let me tell you something. She does not care about anything but rain. If there's rain, forget about it. She might be okay if she's wearing a raincoat. Might. Oh, we gotta get the right angle in there. So this isn't exactly my office, but it has some of the same characteristics. Like my back is to the door, and the door is to my right, but it's not this close to the door. I think I'm going to turn down my microphone while I do this because this can get a little noisy. That's my own personal vacuum. They had one that was shaped like a ladybug, but it was like $6 more, and I am cheap. Besides, I can put a sticker on it. Okay, a few more details and then we'll move on to the next frame. I still don't feel like I've made enough progress on this.
Discovery Houston, prep to ATO. Beautiful, beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna move to my other one. Do. All right, I'm going to move to the other side. going to look at the Freddy cam for a couple of minutes. Hopefully she won't get up. Because I need to stand up and move around a little bit. Let me just add a little thing here for those who are coming by. Okay. 'Cause I need to move around a little bit. Okay. 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 Okay Okay. Let's get back to it. Thank you for your patience. Now let's get back to cleaning up this pencil. Oh, it's medicine time for little Fred. It's dinner time, it's dinner time. Don't you know it's dinner time? So let's go get some food. You know, I can work on making this as square as possible, and when you're freehanding a square, it just, no. But that's okay. I'm probably going to use a different straight edge on the interior lines, just simply because that's softer, almost. Another thing on the floor. just going to take a second and give love to my lurkers, no matter how many there are and where they're watching from. Lurkers are always appreciated, whether it's for 30 seconds or 30 minutes. Always welcome here. So perspective has never been one of my strong suits, but I do my best. I do my best and I throw it out there and see what sticks. Looks like a clown mouth. I don't want a clown mouth on this guy. Again, if I had this in Procreate right now, just select and move it, and it's just not doing it for me. I find myself having to stop myself from tapping on a non-existent screen. Tapping on a non-existent stream that is just for you and me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tapping on a non-existent screen, just you and me. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna tap that thing, and in a different way than where your brain went. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just a little bit of singing interlude for you out there. I do have a music stream on Mondays. This face. I used to be really good at faces. Looks like I gotta look up some reference photos. I have 1,500 or more photographs on my phone. And they go back a ways. mouth is not, that's not what I want. I don't know what to do with that mouth. I'm going to end up rubbing a hole in my paper. Alright, I think I got it where I want it now. Also looks like my eraser has had enough. I need to grab an eraser, and it is just out of my reach, 4 feet away, so give me a sec. As you can see right here, I have a small dog. Her name is Freddie. She sticks to my side like a cozy little cocklebur. And it's super sweet until you realize that she won't let anyone else let her out. She always waits until I get home. Now, how the hell do you open this? Usually these packages are resealable, but I guess not. That doesn't look like it'll fit. Nope. Should be easy. This should be simple. Did I get the wrong size? Please tell me I didn't get the wrong size. That is the right size. Jeez. There we go, fresh new eraser. So my next stream, the schedule is going to be a little different. I can't change individual stream schedules on Twitch, but I can on YouTube. And I'm going to postpone my noon Saturday Twitch to 2 hours later, which is 2 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. So if you are someone who is happy to either hang out with me doing lo-fi and watching me do this ridiculous stuff, bring a sketchbook. We'll sketch along. But it will be a little later, and I'll put that in my stories as well. I know that's not entirely straight. I don't really care. Okay, maybe I do just a little. Okay, so here are our 2 cleaned up sketches. All of that work getting the fingers together. And what do? I cover it up with a laptop screen. But you know what? That's okay. It's a process. So I've been thinking about heading out of town and going to visit my dad. My dad is one of those people who inspired me to pursue music. Even though he was never a professional, he never joined a band, he was still a huge influence. I can remember when I was little, dancing in the living room while he played guitar. I remember wondering why everybody didn't know the songs my dad played. How do you not know this song? I've known this song since I was 3 years old. Where'd my favorite pencil go? So I thought, I should probably go to the coast where my dad has retired and maybe do my music stream from there, and he could join me. But you know what? There's always a chance he'll say no. He doesn't play guitar that often anymore, which I think is kind of tragic, actually. And I don't think it's because he thinks he's too old. I don't think it's because of anything, from his attitude. I think he's just, in all honesty, my dad's been married a lot. just putting that out there. He's been married a lot. And I think his last wife kind of ruined making music for him. And I don't think anybody should do that. If you have a creative outlet, even if it's just singing with tablature that you found on the internet, honestly, if you're with somebody who takes that away from you, leave them. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I was with a guy for 2 or 3 years who made me want to write songs about him that were not flattering. And it said he couldn't go away. He just wouldn't. I broke up with him 2 times and he wouldn't go. But I really want to work on it. And if I was stronger than him, Win, why didn't you just leave? Well, because it's my house. It's my house. Why didn't you get the police? Well, because he was just, it was like kicking a puppy, you know? I don't want to kick puppies. But anyway, back to my dad, and I love him. Not a lot of people can say that about their parents, but I love my dad. I want him to be okay, and I want him to be happy, and I just remember when that stuff made him happy. And man, I would hunt down that woman who messed him up. But her kids told us that she was gone. It's like, nope, we buried her. We couldn't find a grave site for her because, you can go on the internet and find a grave site. Couldn't find a grave site for her. The very next day, when I was looking for it, strange, there's an entry. No real address. Just, yes, this person has a grave. They told my dad, "Oh, you should check out her Facebook page because we announced this. She died of such and such." And my dad goes to the page, goes to her Facebook page. It's completely locked down. No public entries, nothing. So my dad's like, "This is weird. I can't even send a message of any kind." "Well, maybe you've been blocked. Let me try." Nope. It's completely blocked for me too. So I might have to have somebody who doesn't know her look and see if we can prove anything. Because that's just creepy. And the worst part of it is they knew how these two felt for each other. And they told him, they said, "Oh, well, she died 6 months ago." What? And nobody called me. I didn't see an obituary in the paper. I didn't get any sort of... Because they had friends in common. Personally, I don't think she's dead. Her daughter was a piece of work, so I wouldn't be surprised if this poor woman, who has her own issues besides, not being married to my dad anymore, I would just hate to think that she's being held hostage by her daughter, who was never ever kind to her. It's a lot of drama, it's just a lot of drama. And you don't think of boomers having drama. You think of them as being grumpy Gusses. But I don't see my dad as a grumpy Gus. I see him as, a tired old dude who just wants to be left alone. Maybe have a couple of friends come by once in a while and watch a game with him. Because, I hear this a lot. I hear retirement is hard. Even if you've saved up enough money for a comfortable retirement, it's still hard. Because, maybe you've moved somewhere. Maybe your kids are all grown and you don't really have anything to do. You don't have a job to go to. And if you've spent all your life just working and not having, a hobby or like a couple of events you go to, it gets boring really fast. And there's only so many movies in the world. Okay, so these are good. So retirement's hard. My dad, in the first couple of years that he was retired, he bought a motorcycle helmet and 5 butter serving plates, all of them different. I said, "Dad, what do you need all these butter dishes for?" And he says, "I didn't know which one I wanted." And I thought, "Dad, you don't have a motorcycle. And all of these, is there one that you actually picked?" "No. I just didn't know which one I wanted." Well, clearly it would be none of them. So, I offered to take them off his hands, but he said, "No, I'll figure it out." Because there's only so much you can do for a retired parent. They're still figuring it out. It's what they want to do. to move my camera around a little bit. All right. Let's see a little bit more of this. So I'm thinking, Monday nights are my music stream. And I don't work, so I can leave here whenever. So I can leave here whenever, and I can do my Monday stream from my dad's house. And he can play his guitar. And I'll take my bass. And maybe, just maybe, I can get him to play a few of his favorite songs. Now, the last time I played guitar with my dad, my husband was there. And I had found a book of his old sheet music with songs in it like Roberta Flack, Killing Me Softly. How many of you thought that Killing Me Softly was a Fugees song? No, Roberta Flack did it in like 1970, 71. I could be off. But he had the sheet music for that, and Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. That sheet music had I think it had a picture of Robert Redford and Paul Newman on the cover, because it's from somebody in the Sundance Kid. I can't remember the rest of the movie title. And there was a ton of Peter, Paul, and Mary stuff, Jim Croce. I can remember my dad singing Operator. Operator, what can you help me with this call? I think a couple of people have covered that song. I just couldn't tell you who. Hi, Santo. So nice to see you. I was talking about you earlier. Y'all, I gotta tell you, if you're not following Santo the Legend, you need to. You need to follow him on Twitch, and I think he's got do you have a YouTube also, Santo? Because I know I've got a YouTube audience here that if they've been around long enough, they heard me talk about your stream. And I'm trying to get I've got 3 monitors that are nowhere near each other. Let's see if that works. Yes. My shout out message is not pretty. It's very, very simple. So you should follow Santo. He's got tons and tons of stories, and he'll tell you all about it. Whereas it took me 2 hours to actually get to the point where I'm telling stories today. Come on, don't be fuzzy. Thank you. So I need to scan this so that I can put it in Procreate and try to ink it there. And maybe I will make a photocopy of this as well so I can practice inking right on the paper. Where did Fred go? There she is. I forgot where I put her in the layout. I am not making a storyboard. I am making a comic, actually a zine. And I was showing people earlier how to make one out of, well, I use 8.5 by 14. And you just fold it into equal sections of 4. Fold it like this. Cut from here, and you end up with a little book. I did this for my Christmas stuff last year. I wrote a little zine about everything that had happened in the year. I find that comics are a little better received than the standard let's put it together in Word where everything is kind of in a billion different places. So I've either done something like this, or I have put a simple comic strip on a blank card, and it's just more fun. It's also a little more stressful, but I do all the envelopes first. So there's that. So let's see. But as for storyboards, I have done storyboards before. I did a storyboard for a short film for Microsoft. It was supposed to be animated, and they needed a storyboard, so I put one together with timestamps and a scratch track for their voiceover stuff. I wrote a script, and I also had a local filmmaker. He gave me his script, and I did I think it might have been a 1-hour quick sci-fi noir type film. He hasn't started shooting it yet, but I figure he will soon enough. So I am going to walk over to my scanner, which is like right behind me. Okay, it's right behind me. And I'm going to scan this baby. Scan this baby. All right. So we're going to get that started. I would love to do more storyboards. I think they're fun, and it's a lot like making a comic. If not exactly like making a comic. Lyrics from my little trio thing today. I do this thing in my free time, which is on Nextdoor, of all places. I just signed up for Nextdoor because I wanted to know about a dog that had been running around our neighborhood. Now I get notices. And someone in my neighborhood wanted to get together with a bunch of people to do harmonies, which I thought was, why not? I'm not quite ready to form a new band. Why not just get together with a bunch of boomer types and get familiar with some old songs? Probably ones from my dad's era, because they're around the same age as my dad. And they actually did that. A potbelly pig that keeps... Is it your potbelly pig? I just want to know. It's okay. There's no shame. You could call my dog a potbelly pig, but I don't feed her enough. She will eat everything under the sun. Every once in a while, because in my... No, it's not mine. It's from the farm behind my house. Well, there we go. At least it's not a cow Or do you actually have a cow running through your yard once in a while? Oh, Irene. Irene is here. Oh, welcome back, AJ. Hadn't heard from you in a bit. Oh, there we go. Irene, oh, welcome back. How did your stream go? I'm very curious. I know you were working on a new painting. Hi to you too. I got an ad starting in like 2.5 minutes. Let me pause it. Snoozing that baby so I can say hey to everybody. Oh, come on. What are you doing? There we go. I got my scan. Yay. Uh-oh. There we go. 5 tabs open, now just 2, nice and relaxing now. Ah, there we go. I appreciate the hanging out. I know everybody else does. It's always good to see people hang out. People hanging out, listening to me tell my weird stories. Irene, are you gonna go turn in now? I'm really glad you came by and you brought AJ with you. Alright, I'm gonna go grab my original. Grab my original and put it back in the sketchbook. Story? Are you telling me a story or am I telling you a story? Because I was just talking about, what was I talking about? Oh. Tell me all about it, girl. I need to know. How'd that go? Y'all, a couple of weeks ago, Irene sold her first painting. And I was there. I was there, and it was so exciting. And you know Oh, you got hype. Nice. How long did you do your stream for today? Because I wanted to. They paid more than we. Yes, they did. Because the hardest part for someone who has never sold a painting before, it is pricing your work. Because you don't really think about the value of what you've painted or created outside of the time you put into it. It doesn't seem like that much to you, but it is. It's worth time and materials and thought. Oh, Irene, you have to meet Santo. Santo is somebody you need to be following. 9 hours. Well, Santa's like, that's child's play. You don't know a stream. You don't know a long stream. During September, I've saw people stream for about that long and longer. And I think AJ was telling me earlier that there were people that sometimes do 24-hour streams, but I think that's more of a September thing. You know, it's one of those, get people to come along. Anybody who wants to stop by. Just paint and talk. Oh yeah. I find that telling stories or talking about yourself, that's like, people want to know. People love talking about themselves, and they love learning about other people. I know I love hearing other people's stories. Cross-pollination of the categories, absolutely. I do music and art in my channel, and Irene was doing so many different things. She diversified. I remember that week there was a push to affiliate. I remember that. So now there's Irene Pena Music. And Irene Paints and Plays. I don't know, do you get special points for rating? I'm still trying to figure that out. How do you get special points for rating? It'd be nice if every time I rated, I would, like, I don't know, get $1. Even 50 cents would be kind of neat. Oh, wife is home. Tell her I said hi. Some music, some art, channel points, okay. So I'm thinking to myself, I need to get back to the painting of Freddie that I was doing. But you know, I'm such a slow painter. I am so slow at painting. And Irene, I think the fastest painting I ever finished was the one I started at your house. And that was the one with the crab. I think it's in this book. I'll have to show it to everybody. Oh, come now. Lurking and eating, FYI. Okay. Well, I'm sure you're going to learn a lot about my dad, who I was talking about, and how he lost his enthusiasm for music thanks to wife number 5, who incidentally also happened to be wife number 6. There was some serious love coming from my dad there. And I hate to air dirty laundry, but man, that woman, there was nothing wrong with her. She had maybe a little bipolar that she worked really hard to manage. But if she didn't manage it, her daughter was just really controlling and kind of abusive. And that daughter was the reason my dad divorced. My dad and his 5th/6th wife divorced. She just bullied her mom into divorcing him. It was really sad. But here's the romantic part. And I call it romantic. Is that the day after their first divorce was finalized, they ran off to Coeur d'Alene, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and they got remarried. Which is super sweet. It's sweet, but it didn't end well. And I don't think I'll ever forgive her daughter for that. Because even though I found my 5th/6th stepmother kind of weird, she was still nice. Yeah, she was still nice. Okay, so I have this. I think I need to see how this works on my iPad, and then I'll change my cameras and I'll kind of fiddle around with this a little bit. And I've got like 2 minutes before an ad break. And I also have a YouTube channel. Let me see if I can find my link. And then everybody can see what my YouTube channel is. So if you're on YouTube, I haven't monetized that channel because I don't even have 100 followers. It mostly started as something for my band. And oh, child, there is a story there. I'll tell you that story. It's a little creepy. Seriously, it's a creepy, creepy story. So, the year is probably... Well, I'll do it when my Twitch people come back. It's only a couple of minutes. It helps me out a lot. And you never know, right? So when the little blurb comes up in the chat, please stick around. I've still got this kind of stuff to do, and I might start another pencil drawing instead. So if you're not subscribing, use your Prime account to subscribe, and you won't have to deal with any ads whatsoever. I know that's a shameless plug, but subscriptions really help streamers. Everyone. So, let's see. I want to import. Nope, I think what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to import. Nope, not going to import. Not going to do that. It keeps saying ad starting soon, but nothing's added. Nothing's happened. That's okay, because then you get to hear what's going on. Oh my God. What is this? What is this? This is not right. That's not how it's supposed to go. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Yeah, we can't have this. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put on my glove and I'm going to try this out. Do the magic. Doing a little thing. We're transitioning between paper and the iPad. Yeah. Well, I gotta change something. Let's do a quick tour of the sketchbook, shall we? Quick tour. This is what we did today. And when I was first doing my art streams, somebody had given me some clay. And I tried to make like a sculpture, like using the clay on like a wood canvas. Didn't quite go the way I wanted it to. I still have it. Excuse me. This was supposed to be something and it never got there. What is going on here? I see. I did a little cartoon. I did this little thing called By the Bones. And By the Bones is a drawing exercise where you throw a couple of six-sided die and each one represents a variable. So you can do a certain number of panels, or you do it in monochrome, or you just, number of panels, number of colors, and then the second die says, what are you drawing? What are you drawing in these panels? And this one was a song I had heard recently. And all you older people might recognize it. And this was just off the cuff. I did this maybe an hour. That's just sketching super fast. This was a second attempt with colored pencils, and I didn't quite get there. She was supposed to be a spy in her underpants. Here's another By the Bones. Let's get a little closer to that. Now, incidentally, this particular comic is one of the things that today's pencil sketches follow up on. So if you saw the pencil sketches that I just went ahead and scanned, that's these characters, kind of a me character and the boy. And see, by the bones, 4-panel, something heard. I like doing the by the bones stuff. I like working in pencil. And here is the crab. I started this at Irene's place. It's acrylic on paper. And crabs are funny looking anyway, so if it looks like a butt, yeah, that's just what crabs look like, y'all. This is what crabs look like. Little moon thing, it's moon in Cancer. If you know the woo stuff, the astrology, zodiac, that's what this was inspired by. And me practicing my ink strokes. And this one, which was a 1-panel of something I did. And it just says, all I did yesterday was doom scroll. And that's me. I forgot to put my glasses on. And it looks like my coffee maker is about to teleport somewhere. And I showed this to my sister, and she said, "Girl, that is not your kitchen." I said, "What are you talking about? It's totally my kitchen." She says, "Your kitchen is way messier than that. You put more crap on your kitchen counters than I have ever seen anybody do." And you know what? She's right, but I'm not about to hurt myself drawing all that crap. And here's another by the bones thing. Something remembered. 2-panel, something remembered. So I started here because a while back I was going through my garage and I found a box of high school stuff. And friends, I have absolutely no idea who these people are. I recognized myself, but I did not recognize anyone else. And I didn't even think to write names on the back. I didn't go to a big high school. I went to a tiny one. Our graduating class was probably 88 people. Yeah, I don't remember any of these people. So, and this was going to be a letter that I sent to my friends because, if you've sat down and tried to write a letter, like handwrite a letter, because anybody can type a letter. You can type an email. You don't need to put anything on paper. Just do a thing. Just type it up. Everybody can type. My hand cramps now if I try to write more than, 3 sentences in a legible hand. So I was just writing some stuff, and this is kind of how I felt a couple of months ago. Now I feel quite differently. Oh, and I kind of was trying to use my smudge sticks. This is not a good picture. I don't feel very good about this picture, but I show it to everyone because even bad art is a good thing to do. You know what I mean? They can't all be masterpieces. And sometimes you draw just to freaking draw, right? My dad was not the artist. My dad was the musician. He liked playing guitar. He has like 7 guitars. He doesn't touch any of them anymore. So maybe if I leave over the weekend, I can do my Monday stream from Dad's house. Oh, these are fun. There's my dog. I drew my dog. I also drew my cat, who is perpetually unamused and hungry. I drew a dishwasher. Now, the original theme of the zine was supposed to be housework. I decided there were too many appliances in that particular zine, So I stopped. I pivoted to something a little more drama-filled. I tried to draw kids for a little while. I don't know, that's pretty good. I feel pretty good about that effort. And here is a cat child. I was watching reels on Instagram, and somebody was fostering kittens, and they're probably 2 weeks old, and they all look like this. They're just, I don't know what's going on. I just learned how to look at things. Oh, doing a fundraiser. That doesn't apply today. And another fundraiser, I was given a donation and asked to draw either guitars or peacocks. And yes, I know I have reverb on my voice. That's by design. So I painted a peacock. I think it turned out pretty good. There were some spots where it bled or I got out of the lines. I'd love to send this to Crafty Rhea, but I want to photograph it first. I want to scan it and maybe make a print or two out of it. If you look really close, you can see I used my Posca pen to clean up the edges. But shh, that's an artist's secret. And now we're in Inktober. Inktober. Now, right here, I'm going to show you this because this is why I've been doing a lot of digital. I've been doing a lot of digital because, I don't know, the ink stuff here does not look good. I used to be able to do this all the time. Maybe what I need to do is I need to go back. I need to go back and do some more of the brushes and pens. You know? I just haven't figured out how to do that in a good way. You know, my cameras aren't quite set up to do that properly, and I have a microphone right here. Everybody do that with me. Oi. Enough of that. I love using washi tape to reattach my sketchbook stuff. You know, if I didn't put these things back in here, I would have nothing but a piece of chipboard and a metal spiral when I was done. And this was yesterday's and the day before. And then today, so let's get to it. I think I dropped a bunch of stuff I really need. So I'm going to start the inking on this and then maybe wrap it up a little bit. And that actually means nothing because I tend to overwork stuff. And it's fascinating, but it's also time consuming. Turn down this light. Let's turn down this light. Cause if we don't do it, if we don't turn down the light, then it's gonna shine all over the place. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, that was a fun effect. Now I have 2 gloves. What? So we'll do this until my battery runs out on either one of these devices. Oh yeah, we don't. We might need to find another artist to go into sooner. But we're gonna try to get as much done as we can. Then we're gonna find something to do. I hope you don't mind that I'm singing. It's just something I do. I narrate my whole life. Don't worry, I have to focus sometimes. This is what I love about lo-fi. Ah! This is what lint is. Okay. You gotta have a little something. Instrumentals are perfect for this. I don't want that. No. Got a little bit of coffee. It's late in the day, but I got to stay awake. I got to stay awake. Shaking. Is this 300 DPI or what? Yep. Oh, that is too poofy. That's not realistic for my hair. It goes down a little further somewhere. Do 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 do. This is so pixelated. I have to remind myself this is super tiny. Making kimchi noodles. Oh, they're just making kimchi noodles. Sometimes you gotta step away. Get yourself some kimchi noodles. Tasty, yeah, they say. Personally, I'd like some Oreos, but they're not that good for me. I eat them anyway, 'cause they're so damn tasty, 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 tasty. Ooh, Oreos. Nothing like kimchi noodles. Go down the beats with wind. She's gonna sing again. Sending love to the lurkers. I hope you're doing alright. Yeah. I was just in a little singing mood, you know? Turn up the reverb, sing to yourself. You wanna hear a snack? Then I'll tell you about what I won't send back. Sometimes I get a special treat, and it's out just for me. I'm talking Trader Joe's mac and cheese. I feel like it was just made for me. Like they knew everything I liked. I like the cheese. And the noodles, add a little garlic salt. Sometimes I get a little crazy and I'll add spinach. Gotta get them greens. Get them greens. So what else are y'all noshing on tonight? I could always use ideas. Eat a little healthier than mac and cheese. I swear I don't always eat like a 6-year-old. Even though I like some nuggies. Who doesn't like nuggies? That's not my nose. Neither is that. Yeah, see how pixelated that is? I don't like how pixelated that is. It's too many pixels. Too many pixels. Sure, it'll print just fine. Sure, it'll print just fine. Fingers crossed. Just want it to print fine. See, that looks okay, but why? Why is it so pixelated? Nope, still pixelated. How dare you, Procreate? Now, I'm talking about Procreate, the program, and not the verb. Just so we know, procreate in this sentence is a noun, not a verb. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Yet another reason why I should do this on paper and not digital. Do it on paper, 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 pen and ink. I don't care if it's easier to post it on the gram. You do it on paper. Do it on paper. Oh, this is great. This is called Use Your Layers Properly. You're on the wrong layer. You're on the wrong layer. Better fix it before it gets too late. You're on the wrong layer. The wrong layer. Better fix it before it's too late. Now you gotta find where you erase. It's gonna be hard. You got 17 layers. What did I delete? My poor husband, he has been holding off on cooking dinner because I think he thought I was supposed to be out of here an hour ago. I got news for you, honey. That only happens when I run out of stuff. He likes to cook. I hate cooking. Baking? I can totally bake a cake. Let's go bake a cake. Yep. You know what ruined my enthusiasm for cooking? Children. And not just children in general. It was children who had too many really crappy cooks in their lives. So when I cooked the same dish, but different, they wouldn't touch it. And my husband is okay with me cooking, but he doesn't cook with salt. How do you not cook with salt? That's just wrong. You gotta have a little salt now. If you're cooking with pork, little changes for sure, yeah, oh yeah. But see, my husband never had that issue. My mother-in-law didn't cook with salt either. So he's just not used to it. Just not used to salt. And I grew up in the deep south, where the only really good thing about it is the hospitality and the food. Don't get me started on cornbread. Since I moved to the Pacific Northwest, there's something about northern cornbread. It's just wrong, wrong, wrong. Never put salt on things. Well, you know what? If they're seasoned properly in the first place, you don't need to salt it. My mother was also someone who put salt on everything. If it was savory, it got salt. It got salt. I'm still getting a little buzz in my headphones. That's what sauces are for. Oh, no. Do you use any fat? You gotta have fat. Salt, fat, and heat. I don't eat a lot of spicy stuff, but when I do, it's gotta be in there, but not too spicy, 'cause there's always someone who goes overboard. Don't go overboard with your sauces. I'm begging you, please. Oh, yeah. A little kick now and then. I'm a horseradish person. I like wasabi. I like horseradish. Sriracha makes my ears burn. That sounds weird, doesn't it? How does spice make your ears burn? I'd love to tell you. I don't know if I can describe it. I don't know if I want to. Singapore style stuff. Is that sriracha? Never tried that sauce. All the sushi restaurants here in the Pacific Northwest feel like they gotta give you spicy mayo. And they look at you funny when you don't want it at all. You say, I don't want spicy mayo. What's wrong with you? Why don't you like spicy mayo? I just don't want spicy mayo. Don't give it to me. No, don't give it to me. Don't want it. They just take mayonnaise and sriracha. Hardly imaginative. So what do you think? Should I just sing through every single one of my art streams with the lo-fi? That might be entertaining. Art and music can't go wrong. That's true, true, true. I need lines with character. Do a little wiggly. I need a different lo-fi. I need a different lo-fi to do this all the time. I want something interesting. Listen to 2 or 3 times, figure out what the breaks are. Any plans for end of the week? Well, I might have a little bit of plans. Maybe a little. I don't want to bring it up on the stream, but I do have a little something going on. Oh, my sister's birthday is this weekend. She is 11 years younger than me. Oh, you like the drawings? I am still kind of jealous of those people that can use all of the features of this program. Jealous. I want a little bit, just a little bit. Some of the skills they got. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But maybe my art would look different. Oh, look what I did. I'm on the wrong layer again. I'm on the wrong layer again. Again, I'm on the wrong layer. Crap. The caffeine, is it working? Yeah, I think it has. Because without the calories, without what you have, I fall asleep. So yes, it has been working. There we go. The spicy kimchi noodles woke you up for sure. I miss kimchi. I can't eat it anymore. Isn't that tragic? I totally love it. Maybe not too spicy. But I do love it. Face missing kimchi. Yeah, I see. I think of it as annoyed, but yeah, it could be one that's just really ticked off that they can't have a good kimchi. Can't have pickles either, which kind of sucks. They're supposed to be good for you. All right, let's see if this is going to work. No. That's not going to work. I don't think so. Maybe something smaller. Still nope. Mm-mm-mm. I was singing there for a bit, wasn't I? I guess I got distracted. Total focus. So I've been getting my lo-fi from this YouTube channel called The Relaxed Movement. They've got like these things where you can stream royalty-free stuff, which is kind of nice. But you know, I use this. They've got probably 2 or 3 dozen tracks to do, but a lot of them they have it's duplicate. I mean, this guy, you know, kicks his own butt making lo-fi for streamers. And there was one I had to boycott from my page because I kept getting hit with muting because there was like a minute or two that looped in various places that sounded like The Sims 4. I'm sorry, you're using audio from The Sims 4. What? Have you seen my stream? No, it's a bot. The bot doesn't look at streams. But still, I have to go in and I have to appeal it. Appeal it every time. No, this is not my audio. This is not the audio I used. So I finally had to track down what I was actually using and just put on a little post-it note. Do not use this. And so now I have like 3 or 4 different tracks from the Relaxed Movement that I use. And they have to be at least 4 hours long, just in case, you know? Just in case. Oh, I'm a little fuzzy on the Twitch. Not so fuzzy on the YT. voice. Gotta mute it. I don't know, it looks okay. And I didn't turn on closed captioning. Sorry about that. Live and learn, right? There's a bunch of royalty-free lo-fi stuff just on YouTube that I like to use. Tongue twister, you started. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy. My granddaddy used to give me that. Totally used to say that one. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? He also used a different one. But I don't think it was a tongue twister. Now let's get a basic color in here. Don't you worry, I have a plan. I have a plan. I swear I do, I swear I do. I know just what I'm gonna do. It might not be smooth, but I have plans for you. Oh God, not this one. Okay. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke's luck licks lakes. Luck's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks in lakes. Luke's luck lakes. Likes. Oh, you got me. Yeah, that's... I don't know if the ad breaks go on the VOD, but man, that's a big one. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Luke Luck likes lakes. Luke's duck likes lakes. Luke Luck licks lakes. Luck's duck licks lakes. Duck takes licks in lakes. Luke Luck likes. Luke Luck takes licks in lakes. Duck likes. Oh yeah, that's a mess. That is a hot mess. Yeah, such a hot mess. It's a hot mess in a bad dress. You go get you a new one that doesn't let you run around with the ducks licking lakes. That is a tongue twister. That is like really crazy. Okay. Let's make sure I got the right stuff. Okay, I'm gonna, for the last 15, 20 minutes, I've turned off my rates. I would hate to deprive people of this fun, 'cause I'm having fun. But I can't do it for an hour longer, just do any. What am I doing? I will get some good rest. I'll totally get some good rest. I'm wondering if the reason I don't smell any food going on is because my husband is making a pizza. Wouldn't that be nice? I could totally go for a pizza. Or some pizza rolls. Who likes pizza rolls? I know I do. Who likes pizza rolls? This girl, that's who. If you've been having fun, drop me a follow. Catch me on Instagram. Where I will be posting progress later, and you can see what I've already done in the zine. Do 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 do. Get you some pizza rolls, yeah. Gotta get some. Gotta get some. Get you some pizza rolls. Gotta get some. Gotta have some. Get you some pizza rolls. The pepperoni ones are best. The pepperoni. The pepperoni. Don't get the cheese ones, they're kinda gross. the kind of grows. Don't you dare get the cheese ones, you'll be disappointed. So disappointed. Oh, we hit 10%. All right. Throw some color on the skin here. Oh, what do you know? My friend Santo the legend. He is out there streaming for you, stress you. My friend Santo, he's streaming right now. I swear you gotta meet him, meet him. Oh yeah. Now I think Santo might have pre-roll on. But seriously, you all have to meet Santo. Santo the legend is, seriously, nobody else named him. He just knows. He just knows. That or it's a gamer tag that held over to Twitch. It could be anything, but it's apropos. So apropos. Let's see the dog. Just a little dog. There she is. Freddy, Freddy, Fred. She's just a little dog. Little dog, little dog, little dog, little dog, little dog. Just a little dog. Totally little. Seriously though, you need to hang out with Santo, and I want to send you over there. Seriously. I mean, Santo the legend on Twitch, hilarious, talented. Now don't run off. Give him a few minutes. Give him a few minutes. You'll love him, I promise. I don't know if he's got a YouTube. I do know he's got an Instagram. He's got a link tree over there. Check him out. He is amazing. Anyway, while I'm getting this ready for you, let me just reintroduce myself. My name is Wincy Blue. I'm a musician and artist out of Seattle, Washington. Unless you are in Seattle, then I am from the Seattle metro area. And if you're a purist in Seattle, I am from Bothell. That get to your ears? Yeah. I want you to know that I love you. I'm so glad you're here and that you spent some time with me. And I really want to do this again, so hang out with me, what is it, like 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern? So we're going to go over there. We're going to have a blast. But usually my Saturday stuff this month, because I'm doing Inktober, 2 extra streams, one on Thursday, one on Saturday. Join me for music on Monday, if nothing else. And we will have a blast. Until then, I want you to know I love you. Be good to yourselves. All right? Yes, we'll see you again soon, AJ. Everybody else, just be good. Raid is incoming. And seriously, he's showing you something cool right now.